So I've been grinding out a lot of temple trekking, and I managed to get myself, look at this, 61 crafting. So the reason why I wanted to get crafting up is to get myself a bat wand, and I don't think I'll be going for the bat book because I already have the Iron staff, but I want to get myself a rune hatchet, and to get a rune hatchet I need a decent one-handed weapon to kill steel dragons, and the bat wand is going to be it. So if we actually look at the bank now, I'll show you guys how many silver tiaras I made. It didn't even take very long to collect these. Probably took about 2.5 hours total to collect all these silver bars, but I have 5k tiaras made and another 1.1k silver bars still to make. I will continue doing this for all future crafting levels that I need, but time to get a bat wand. Just got 54 magic if you saw that, and I also got a clue scroll beam, which is a hard clue scroll. I don't know if I'm gonna do this, man. I might as well try it. You can get rune items from the clue scroll, so that might be pretty useful if I got myself like a rune plate body or something. So I'll probably try it, although there's probably a good chance I won't even be able to finish this. And I got 55 mage. Almost missed that one at the very end of the trip, which means I can now high alk stuff, which is pretty useful. This is my first trip at Steels for the day. Obviously no rune hatchet yet. I got, what is this, like 8 dragon bones, and I probably killed a little bit more than 8 steel dragons because I had to bury quite a few, so probably around 20 steel dragon kills this trip. It's definitely going a lot better with the bat wand than it was with the split bark wand, which I was using yesterday to try to kill these things. And I can last quite a while because I only eat like one, maybe a little bit over 1 cake per dragon. I'm going to try to do this clue scroll, even though I hate clue scrolls, and if I got a steel hatch from that, that would be hype. But I can also alk a lot of this rune stuff, so I think I might do that because my cash is running a bit low. So I'm actually going to get up to the most money I've ever had on this account because I had 14 pairs of runite limbs and they alk for almost 10k each, so 232k. And I'm really happy to have this whole high alking thing unlocked because this is going to help me out a lot in the future with actually making money on this account, so that's pretty hype. And also I get a lot of drops from Slayer, such as runite drops, especially in the future as I unlock better tasks. So I guess let's go try to do this clue scroll, and there is a lot of good stuff you can get from a clue scroll, at least the hard ones in Ironman, so hopefully I'll get like a good amount of rune items, or even a rune hatchet from it would be amazing, but hopefully I don't get crap like some useless clue scroll rewards or sharks or something like that. Oh my goodness, it happened. It happened, the rune hatchet. Oh, that took a long time, but I finally got it, so hey, I can do some woodcutting now. Kinda was annoying, had to spend like 3 hours at Steel Dragons today, and like 2 hours last night, but I got the rune hatchet. Oh my goodness, that feels so great. I just finished up grot worms, which is one of these tasks that Vanica seems really apt to give me quite often, so heading back now. I think I might actually start killing the higher level grot worms because these are only level 28, and the higher level ones probably hit fairly harder, but these are just terrible XP and it's not a very fun task to do at all. Alright, let's see what we get next. I would kind of like to get Harpy Bug Swarms because medium clues would be awesome, or Banshees, fair enough. I can also do a Slayer contract while killing those, and that will lead to some pretty good GP. But what I think I'm actually going to do next is I'm going to go and kill some dried zombies because they have a pretty good chance of dropping a U shortbow. And my best weapon right now is a maple shortbow, which is only level 30. And a U shortbow would do a lot better because, you know, higher accuracy, higher damage and all, and I do have the range level for it. So I'm going to go do that really quick, and hopefully I'll get one of those short bows without too much effort. Okay, well here's a magic level from dried zombie, and it turns out I messed up. Dried zombies are actually only very, very rare. Droppers of the used shortbow is not common whatsoever. So it turns out I'm actually not going to be doing that. I'm going to be killing something else for the used shortbows, and I think the best place to get them is by killing stuff in the ancient cavern. So I will have to do barbarian training to actually access that. I got another magic level off of killing these things. They actually give a lot of XP per kill, so I might want to consider coming back here. It's like an 800 XP drop when you actually kill them. It's a lot, but I got my used shortbow, and I also got a medium clue scroll, which I'm going to go ahead and do, and who knows, might get some like adamant out of that I can elk. It's probably not going to be anything too great, but medium clues are pretty short, so I think it's fair enough to do this one. One thing I gotta say is so far I have been absolutely loving the rune hatchet, and wow, of course, yet again I get a bird's nest exactly as I start recording. But this thing just makes woodcutting so much faster. It was pretty unbearable with the steel hatchet, and I think this is roughly about 2.5 times as fast to actually cut logs in a steel hatchet. But there we go. See some fruits of our labors there with 50 woodcutting, and I'm just going to get my fletching up and stuff. Not really any reason for that, but I'm sure I will need these levels higher in the future for requests and such, and also I do need to ultimately work towards 76 woodcutting for Branches of Darkmare. Hey guys, so I'm doing familiarization here because, well, one of my daily challenges here was actually to collect enough shards from familiarization, which I just finished off. really sucked doing it without the unlimited run energy bonus, but I managed to finish it off. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to exchange this not for the triple charms, because I'm a kind of low combat and low summoning, so triple charms wouldn't be that helpful. But I'm going to try the summoning ingredients and see how this goes. I have honestly never tried the summoning ingredients yet. I hope this wasn't a humongous mistake. It was a humongous mistake. So we get 4 water talismans and 11 willow branches. That was not a good idea whatsoever, but at least it was a learning experience, and hopefully I'll get some summoning XP from actually turning this in. Okay, obviously you'd want to go with the triple charms there in really every case, and I imagine I would have gotten a lot more summoning supplies if my level wasn't so low. But let's go ahead and turn that in. And I also had another challenge that I turned in, which was make a whole bunch of willow shortbows, so I got 2 fletching levels for that, and then I got 4 summoning levels, so up to 26, which isn't bad. These low level summoning is quite difficult to level up sometimes, so it's really nice to get free XP anywhere I can. So I managed to get that through that challenge, which is awesome, and only 24 XP off of the next fletching level too. So another one of my daily challenges was to make combat potions, and you need desert goat horns for that. And this is a pretty awful Herblore secondary ingredient to gather. There's only 4 goat spawns here, and there's 3 goat spawns like way to the north of Narda, but that's it. And so it's really quite difficult to actually obtain these, but luckily I only needed to make 10, and I got a few extra desert goat horns just to make a few extra pots for a little bit of extra XP, but hopefully this will get me a level or 2 in Herblore. Let's hand in this quest and hopefully get a level or 2. I think I'm like 2k off until the next level. 19k Herblore XP. Oh my goodness. I gotta say, that was worth it. Guys, do your Herblore challenges if you're playing on Ironman. 1 grimy snapdragon, possibly not the biggest reward, but at the same time, those combat potions that I had to make don't really have a very high value, so I couldn't expect something too great in return. But I do have 16 combat potions I could use at my own leisure whenever I want. And the Herblore tab is looking pretty good. I do have these 238 clean Terramins and 142 clean Guams. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing with those, because of course it will take quite a bit of time to gather all the secondaries to make those Terramins. Guams not so much. Iron newts are easy to get, but I will hopefully be able to make a decision on those in the future. Okay guys, I'm about to finish up Merlin's Crystal here because I want to be doing Holy Grail for prayer XP, because I need 47 prayer to do a quest in the future. I can't exactly remember which one, but Merlin's Crystal complete, that one was pretty short, and I think the next one, Holy Grail, is fairly short as well, and it gives like 11k per XP, which will almost get me to 47. I will have to burn a few dragon bones on fires after that to get the level 47 that I need, but that should be no problem. Back to King Arthur. Here I have this Holy Grail that I found in some deserted castle. It was pretty sketchy. Lots of defense and prayer XP. How about that? 3 defense levels up to level 46. I do want to get level 50 because that's when my armor upgrades and obtains better stats. And I am just about 4.6k per XP away from 47, which I need for the quest Rum Deal, which I eventually need to get to the quest Cabin Fever, because I want to get myself a black mask. So I am taking advantage of the new cremation ability. Oh, I got a fire making level as well, and then I get a prayer level. So there's 47 prayer. I had some dragon bones laying around in my bank for when I was going for that rune hatchet from steel. So there's 47 prayer. I don't think I really unlocked anything cool, although, is this 48? No, 49 is redemption. Not really a very useful one, but it's going to take a long time to get this prayer level up, and I'm not looking forward to collecting dragon bones for it, but it is pretty fast cremating the bones when you have them. Well guys, I decided to spend the time taking a couple hours out of questing and Slayer and stuff like that to mine some iron ore and make the iron ore into iron ingot eyes. So I think this is a really great way for Ironman to train smithing, because even though this isn't very good smithing XP per hour, I think it's about like 35-40k smithing an hour making iron ingot eyes, it only takes 1 iron ore to make these bars, and they're like 100 to 111 smithing XP each. So if you think about it, it doesn't actually take very long to gather the materials to get a few smithing levels, and that's level 50, which I needed for Cabin Fever. Again, one of my kind of side goals, one of my mini goals at the moment, is to get myself a Slayer mask, black mask from Cave Horrors, and I need to complete Cabin Fever to actually get to the island where you can kill them. So there's another requirement done. So I have been playing Vinesweeper for a little while just because I need something in terms of farming XP. And one trick that I've found out for Vinesweeper is what you want to do is you just want to hug this fence here, and then you want to get formations like this where there's like 2 ones right next to each other, and then you want to dig and just hope that you're lucky. You have like a 50% chance of getting the seed, and you just flag this hole right here, pretty much just like Vinesweeper, because it can't be anywhere else, and it's really easy when you get the hang of it. It's kind of annoying when you fail a whole bunch in a row, but anyway, I will have quite a few Vinesweeper points here, which I am going to spend on some tree seeds so I can actually get some decent farming XP. I will be buying acorns with all these tree seeds just because it takes way too long to buy anything slightly better than that. And 20 acorns, I believe these are like 500 farming XP per acorn. That's definitely not bad. That's like 2.5k farming XP. I think you can check them like every 4 or 5 hours. But anyway, it's going to add up to a fairly okay amount of farming XP, I guess, and might get me a couple fairly easy levels. And the hunter grind has begun. I got 50 range yesterday, which means that I have to get up to orange salamanders, which is 46 hunter, to get myself a better range weapon, because I can't think of one that would be easier. But we're up to 29, which means I can now catch swamp lizards, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. It might be kind of interesting to try to find a world with all the bots, though, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know what the heck is going on with swamp lizards. I checked about 25 English worlds, and there was someone here, here, and here on every single world, and for the most part, they didn't even look like bots. Like, I'm pretty sure these guys aren't, since this is a German world, and I'm fairly certain the bots can't function on these worlds, and this guy crashed me, kind of a jerk over there. But anyway, I have no idea why they're so crowded. It's like, yeah, the bonus XP weekend is coming up. These are like 1.5 mil an hour, but come on, this is nearly 2015 RS. It's not very hard to make money. It's not like this is some incredibly insane money-making method that wasn't normally available, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Yes, it's a easy way for low levels to make money, but this is a little bit ridiculous, to be honest. I'm just about done with this collodion fight here, and there was another person here, which is a bit strange. You don't see that all that often, especially because I'm on the German world. So I should now get a god staff, I believe, and I can also go ahead and get a god cape, which is going to be a pretty good magic cape for me. So collodion was really easy to defeat. I just had to eat a few lobsters, because apparently he does hit a little bit, but not too much. And I really don't understand the language on this world, so hopefully I can figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, this is Guthix, this is Serdoma, and this is Zamorak. We gotta go with Zamorak. Like, why would you not? It's just the coolest looking cape. Pray here, and get my cape, and hopefully my staff as well. Didn't get a staff, but maybe I can find out how to get one of those. Okay, this dude here gave me a staff of Zamorak, so I am going to go ahead and cast Divine Storm 100 times in the magic arena to fully unlock this as an ability I can use. I think there's like a special attack related with this staff as well that I can use that hits a lot of damage, but I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. But I'm going to hop worlds just in case this guy decides to get PK or E who is out in this world. So it's a little unclear to me what exactly I have to do to unlock this special attack that I can use outside the arena. Like, it's really good. I've been hitting, you know, up to 2k with it. I need to get out of here now because I'm out of prayer. But I'm not sure whether you have to cast this special attack 100 times or if you just have to cast the Divine Storm spell 100 times. And also, I'm not sure if you can use it with abilities or not, and if that counts as unlocking it. It's just very unclear on the wiki what I'm supposed to do. But casting the special attack 100 times, as good as it is, that's going to take a really long time, and I'd need prayer potions and more lobsters to actually unlock that. So I might just hold off on the moment. I might have already unlocked it for all I know because of the language barrier here. It's kind of difficult to tell. Alright, here we go. 47 Hunter. I think I said 46 earlier for Orange Salamanders. It's actually 47. Again, I'm still on the German world, and I was getting crashed even on the German world, so it's getting a little bit ridiculous at the swamp lizards here, but I'm going to go hunt myself an Orange Salamander and get myself a better range weapon, so hopefully those Slayer tasks will go a little bit easier now. Got myself a couple Orange Salamanders, and look at the accuracy on these. 850. That is a pretty humongous upgrade over that used shortbow. The only problem is it's a little bit difficult to get ammo for these. I believe the ammo is Marintil Tar. Marintils are pretty easy to come by. I have tons of them in my bank, but the Swamp Tar is more the tricky part, so I'm going to have to find out how to get a large supply of that. I do have 138 Swamp Tar already in my bank from, I think, one Cave Slime task that I did. The only problem is you can be careful with this stuff, and you can use the ability queuing to not lose ammo, but it is kind of tricky to make sure to remember to do that every single monster, and if you mistakenly just click on a monster without first queuing an ability first, because that's very easy to do when you're not paying full attention. There you go, there's GG1 ammo, so I'll probably have to go and get more of this stuff from Cave Slime soon, but, you know, it's not too long to gather. They drop like 5 to 10 Swamp Tar a kill, I believe, so it wouldn't be that much of a hassle to actually do that. So the farming grind is now real. I have been planting my oaks. I have been doing my farm runs fairly often. I should be getting a farming level here after I put in my super compost and seedling. I have to get up to 47 farming, I believe, before I can plant watermelons, and then I can do temple trekking for watermelon seeds, because I do temple trekking for everything, man, but there's 43 farming, and I've now passed the 50k overall farming XP mark, and I have to get up to 63 farming to do branches at Arkmare. So hopefully planting a lot of watermelons will do it for me, because they give actually pretty good XP, and the seeds aren't too hard to obtain. Again, just temple trekking. So I probably should be able to manage that, but it's, yeah, this is one of the skills I really want to focus on, and one that's definitely pretty hard to do on an Ironman. So to end off this episode, I'm going to be spending a bit of time thieving master farmers, because of course I need some herb seeds. Thieving XP is always nice as well. Limpwort seed, there we go. Prime example of why I'm thieving these guys. But I do need herb seeds. Renar seeds are of course the best kind I can get, but I'm almost completely out of seeds right now, so I'm gonna have to grind these guys for probably a couple hours. And anyway, I will see you all next episode of the Ironman progress, which hopefully will be in 3 or 4 days, so stay tuned to that, and I will be streaming quite a bit as well, so I hope to see you guys there quite a bit too. Farewell.